Sending data. We appear to be streaming on YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube. At least for now. Until we have another issue. But I'm going to try and fix that before my next stream. And I think it's probably something as simple as signing out, signing back in again to restream in OBS. Okay. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, we're going to be able to wrap up the stream today. So we have now a possibly multi-part, very multi-part stream today. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6 part video. YouTube stream open here. Oh man. And let's bring up our screen share. So we'll just continue. We'll get our retrospective done. We're gonna get there. I suddenly got some glitchy audio. Well, we're okay. Also, I think I need to do a refresh. So YouTube, fetch ID, should have, yeah, brand new video ID. Welcome back YouTube. Welcome back everyone. Alright, we are continuing this IRL retrospective for 2025. We're saying goodbye to 2025 and looking at the gear that we've used over the past year, places we've been to, what went right, what went wrong, all sorts, you name it. And we got to the almost last part of the gear that we looked at. So we've been through January, March, April, June, so in the later part of the year. So this was the gear that I thought I was going to take with me to Seoul, but I didn't. I ended up switching it up for basically this gear. iPhone, Pocket Wi-Fi, Action for NS20 Ultra as a hotspot. This is one version of the setup that I'd use for the e-scooter. Got rid of the tripod on the e-scooter, so that, yeah, not great. Too shaky, it was just weird. I've actually seen a much better device that kind of moves with the bike or e-scooter that you've got it attached to. And this is basically what I use now. In fact, I used this in November for Pana Rose Festival. Had a Nighthawk in the front pocket, battery bank, Anker inside the bag. For that I also took the battle box with me, so we were using dual systems, Moblin and battle box. But having a tripod like that is my favourite setup, which is what I'm using right now. And then, very recently, I was able to use the Pocket 3, which one of my flatmates got as a work from her job. So we've been able to use it a couple of times. So that is what it looks like normally, with the feet that you can pop onto it. You got a battery, what do they call it, battery handle, which will extend the battery life, and the Pocket 3 is the bit on the very top. So that is the Pocket 3. and then we've got the battery handle, which is there, and then tripod feet. So this is 3 parts to the Pocket 3. Now we did change things up a little bit, and we put it on top of the Insta360 selfie stick. Now, I didn't really like this, even though I could get the Pocket 3 up higher, so where I would normally have the Action 4. Also, I feel like as if you should lean it, tilt it forward, but I don't know. I feel a little bit iffy about doing that. Even though the head of the Pocket 3 can rotate as you sort of lean it out, I think it'd still perform better if you tilt the whole thing forward, you know. But yeah, that's worth a try, just to get the higher angle, you know. And that may be all of our gear. So that was 2025 retrospective in terms of the gear that I was able to use. So we had a couple of experiments there with full frame camera, Axon, I think it was a CineView device that I had attached to it. So that little thing there. Really nice quality, but pretty big, bulky. And then we tried a gimbal with Action 4, and basically what I use now would be, where are we? So essentially that setup. Action 4 on the invisible selfie stick, quick release mount, chest mount, if I want to be hands-free taking photos, and a little sling bag where I have my Anker battery bank, and I could throw everything into that little bag too. Real quick, fast to pop everything away or pull it all out. Yeah. We should be fully charged on the Action 4 too. While we've been chatting, 100%. So I can unplug. iPhone is probably pretty well charged too. Let's pop these away. Tidy up our cables. Okay, alright, so I did note down a couple of things that happened this year in 2025, mainly product releases. Now, this year alone, especially with DJi, they had the Mic 3. I really like it, but the price for me is a bit much. Yikes, it is horrible. The weather, look at the weather. I have the Mic Mini, and I think that's really good value for money. It does almost everything the Mic 3 can do, except it doesn't do onboard recording, and there's a few nice little pro features that the Mic 3 has. I think in terms of IRL, you'll be pretty good with the Mic Mini. Long battery life, up to 10 hours. Noise cancellation. Small, weighs nothing. So yeah, been one of my favorite buys. I think in 2024, but throughout 2025, it's been the mic that I lean to. I use this one all the time. I have the Mic 2, and I also have the HorizonBalancing 2. The Lenzi, what's that model? Yeah, I've got a Lenzi mic, which I still really like, but this is my top mic. I'll give that one. Give it to the Mic Mini. We also had the Osmo 360. Price on that is currently real cheap. I think it's like a 20% off at the moment, up until first week of January. So there could be some really good deals out. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to buy one, so I can't get one. That was my new decision. I can't buy anything unless I've got the money for it. Whereas before I just used my credit card, not doing that anymore. I think I'm okay waiting for the next one. But yeah, it can now live stream. I don't know how well or how good it is with live streaming, but they didn't have it on launch, and I believe they released a firmware update which has enabled the, what do they call it? Single lens mode for the 360 to live stream. And also only via, I believe, webcam mode and not R10p. So hopefully they're going to roll out more updates, because I think that could be a really, really good live streaming camera. It has the potential for it, but not quite there yet. Action 6. There were some really nice features that came out of it. The variable aperture is real nice, so it's good to have that. The squarer sensor, so lots of improvements. Not quite enough for me to want to upgrade from the Action 4. So I think the one for me would be optical image stabilization. If they add that into maybe the 7 or 8, that'll be something I could be interested in. And it has to be on the same level as the Sony 300 and 3000. If they can do that in an action camera, that would actually become the new king for IRL live streaming. There's the Mobile 8 gimbal. That was kind of a quiet release for the new one. I think one of the big improvements over the 7 and 7P was they can do like a full 360 rotation, whereas the 7P couldn't. And then there was the Nano, which was interesting to see DJi jump into the same space as the Insta360 Go range of cameras, but it does not have any live streaming capabilities at all, so that kind of killed all interests for me. But I suppose if you're a content creator as well as a live streamer, it could still be a good device for you. Okay, and then on the 360 Insta360 side, they had the X5, which I think was released in around April of this year, early in the year, and they had the Go Ultra. GoPro, they did not have a new Hero 14 Black this year. I think they're skipping a year. Instead they had the Max 2, which is a 360 camera. I am personally sort of leaning more towards DJi products because they work really well with mobile. So live streaming side of things, they did a really good job with the Action 4, but they've kind of dropped the ball a bit with the newer devices, but a firmware update or two could actually fix a lot of the things we're lacking in the new ones. But yeah, I reckon what I currently have, really happy with it. I'll be interested to see if I change up my gear much in the new year, or if it's going to be largely the same. But I really like what this does, at least for how I live stream. So the Action 4, invisible selfie stick, iPhone, need a new iPhone eventually, or on the 11 still. We've got the S20 Ultra as our mobile hotspot. Now there are improvements here I could see happening. The Anker battery bank has been fantastic, although with recent changes to China's rules, if you're ever going through China, you should have a battery bank that is CCC rated. So that appears to be the thing now. And these companies are always releasing new models of battery banks and things, so I am sure Anker probably have a newer version of the one that I have. Probably released already. Yeah, the main thing to look for is those ports. Can they supply enough power to all your devices? And this one does. Now that could be our year, 2025. So I've had a pretty good one with all of these kits kits that I've tried. Yep, favourite one would be that. Right there. What I'm using right now. Action 4, selfie stick, sling bag, Anker battery bank, iPhone, S20 Ultra. Now, in a rough internet area, we would switch to the bell box. With the Nightwalk S20 Ultra iPhone store. Okay. Alright, you guys see me. So I'm gonna pop. Oh yeah, this is probably another thing, fairly recent development. That's like a mini lanyard. Don't know if you can see that. So I still have one lanyard because I've got two phones. Yeah, so this is a wrist strap one. But I'm trying to clean up this space that's crossbody. And I found by having one attached to the bag like this, I can have my iPhone in here, slip it into the pocket. So it's not going to fall to the ground. It's short enough so that won't happen. Wonder if I can have, yeah, I should have something in here to say that the YouTube is disconnected. So yeah, StreamerBot should be able to tell me. Okay, I don't have a chest mount today. Just gonna check I haven't left anything. Check the phone down here. Let's have a look outside. How's our weather? Improved much? Corrupt cow, how's it going? Yikes. This weather. No mounts? Yeah, no mounts. I forgot. Which is weird because I usually always put it on. Well, we've got puddles here, and there's always a puddle in this spot. I'll try the camera app, we haven't tried it today. We have been talking about 2025 this year in a retrospective gear. Hello? Okay. Got a puddle here. Okay, let's try it. Okay, try upside down photo. Okay. Alright, what do you think? How's our photo? Not bad. I think we'll go for it. Click keep. So that'll transfer and hopefully it won't get spammed in the chat. Looking at a January stream. Still had 3,000. Feel like it'd be easy. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's our photo. Past my since forever. Okay. Alright. Now, is I going to repeatedly spam the chat with the same image over and over again? No? Okay. So it was just a bug from earlier. Hopefully. Cool. Alright, pretend I didn't say that. Now I'm going to unplug the power cable because of how wet it is. Let's try something as well. So we're going to bring up first photo. Today's first photo. So it should say 5015. Oh, I can't see that. See what? Alright, cool. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yeah, a little worried about our charging port. This is the kind of weather where you could get water in there. I'll just try this. Look at our black and white photo. Yeah. Yeah, so bad. Apparently the weather is going to be like this right through. I'll put a damper on the New Year's celebrations. Sure. We were fortunate enough to have a real nice Christmas day. So the heavens held out for Christmas, and then, yeah. Oh no, like this. Sag. Now I regret my early decision not to bring a coat. I've done that 2 times this week. Like, no, I'll be fine. Just like this. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a terrible photo. What do we think? Keep? Well, sure, can't quite tell. Okay. Brave the weather, I suppose. Happy New Year, everyone. Well, happy almost New Year. Wow. I won't miss this. Going to New Year, although Auckland's a very wet city. Kind of used to it. $2025. So folks, what did you think about the year? Let's see. What else? What else do you want to say about it?